Metacognitive IQ is a unique and fascinating form of intelligence. Unlike the usual ways we measure smarts, like solving math problems or memorizing facts, metacognitive IQ is all about understanding how your own mind works. It's the rare ability to step back and notice your thoughts, feelings, and habits. By mastering this skill, you can make better decisions, learn more efficiently, and even outsmart your own brain's tricks. In a way, it's like having a secret manual for your mind. When we think of intelligence, we often picture someone who can solve math problems in seconds or recite endless facts from memory. But being a human calculator or a walking encyclopedia is only one small part of the story. True intelligence includes creativity, emotional understanding, and the ability to solve real-world problems. Sometimes, the smartest solutions come from thinking outside the box, not just knowing what's inside it. So, intelligence is much more than just quick calculations or memorized facts. It's about how we use our minds in everyday life. Intelligence is more than simply collecting facts or memorizing information. It's about how we use what we know, making smart choices and solving problems along the way. Think of it like being the conductor of an orchestra, guiding each piece of knowledge to play at just the right moment. Managing and directing our understanding is what truly brings intelligence to life. It's not just about having the pieces, but knowing how to fit them together. Metacognitive IQ is all about being aware of how your mind works. Imagine your brain has its own little supervisor, always checking in to see if you're on the right track. This skill helps you notice when your thoughts wander or when you need to change your approach. It's like having a friendly coach inside your head, guiding you to think smarter, not just harder. Imagine your mind as a car. Traditional IQ is like the engine, powerful and essential for getting you from point A to point B. But metacognitive IQ is the master driver behind the wheel, skillfully navigating twists, turns, and unexpected detours. While a strong engine is important, it's the driver's expertise that truly makes the journey smooth and successful. In other words, knowing how to use your mental horsepower is just as important as having it. Metacognitive IQ is like having not just a powerful engine, but also the skill to steer it with precision. While many people have raw intelligence, only a few can step back and think about how they think. This rare ability lets them adjust their strategies, avoid mental traps, and learn from mistakes much faster. It's the difference between speeding in a straight line and expertly navigating a winding road. That's why metacognitive IQ stands out as a truly powerful advantage. Metacognitive IQ is all about being aware of your own thinking. People with high metacognitive IQ often ask themselves questions like, "Do I really understand this?" Or, "Is there a better way to solve this problem?" They notice when they're confused and aren't afraid to pause and rethink their approach. If you or your friends reflect on your learning, adjust your strategies, and learn from mistakes, those are clear signs of strong metacognitive skills. It's like having a tiny coach in your head, always cheering you on to think about your thinking. The first sign is humility. Imagine our stick man confidently shrugging and saying, "I don't know," without a hint of embarrassment. Humility means being open to new ideas and treating opinions as helpful tools, not as badges we have to defend. It's about understanding that not having all the answers is perfectly okay. This mindset helps us grow and connect with others, one simple question at a time. Sometimes, the smartest thing you can do is simply say, "I don't know." It might feel awkward at first, but admitting what you don't know actually opens the door to real learning. When we acknowledge our gaps, we're more likely to ask questions, seek help, and discover new ideas. This honest approach not only boosts our accuracy, but also helps us grow faster than pretending to have all the answers. So, embracing curiosity and a little humility can be a true superpower on your learning journey. Sign number 2 is pausing before you speak. Metacognitive thinkers are like stick figures pressing an imaginary pause button, taking a moment to check in with their thoughts. Instead of blurting out the first thing that comes to mind, they give themselves a quick mental timeout. This little pause helps them organize their ideas and choose their words carefully. It's a simple trick, but it can make conversations much smoother and maybe even a bit more interesting. Sometimes, the most powerful statement is made in silence. A thoughtful pause gives our stickman a moment to gather his ideas, showing he's focused and precise. It's not about being unsure, but about choosing the right words. In fact, a well-timed silence can speak volumes, often more than a rush of words ever could. Sign number 3 is all about emotional analysis. Instead of simply reacting to feelings like frustration or excitement, our stickman takes a moment to pause and reflect. By understanding where these emotions come from, he can make smarter choices and avoid unnecessary drama. It's like giving your feelings a friendly interview before letting them run the show. This simple step helps our stickman stay cool and collected, even when things get a little wobbly. Emotional clarity is like having a secret superpower. When things get stressful, it helps you pause and ask, why am I feeling this way? Instead of letting your emotions take the wheel, you can step back and examine your reactions. This simple habit keeps your mind clear, even when the pressure is on. With a little curiosity and self-questioning, you can navigate tricky situations with calm and confidence. Simplicity in communication means taking a complicated idea and making it easy to understand. Imagine a stickman explaining rocket science using just a few lines and a big smile. This skill helps everyone grasp the main point without getting lost in technical details. When someone can break things down clearly, it shows they truly understand the subject themselves. It's like turning a tangled knot into a straight, simple line. Have you ever noticed how the brightest minds can explain tricky ideas using just a few simple words or drawings? That's because true understanding means you can break things down, making them easy for anyone to grasp. Memorization, on the other hand, is like stacking facts without knowing how they connect. When you really understand something, you can teach it to a friend or even a stick figure without all the fancy jargon. Simplicity is a sign of mastery, not a lack of knowledge. Cognitive flexibility means being able to shift your thinking when new information comes along. Instead of stubbornly sticking to old ideas, you see being wrong as a chance to learn something new. Imagine your brain as a bendy stick figure, happily stretching to fit fresh facts. When you upgrade your beliefs, you're not losing, you're leveling up. It's all about embracing change with a curious mind and a smile. Many people believe that the goal of any argument is simply to win. But metacognitive thinkers take a different approach. Instead of focusing on scoring points or defeating their opponent, they aim to truly understand the issue and reach the most accurate conclusion. For them, being right matters more than just looking right. It's a bit like a stickman who'd rather solve the puzzle than just wave a victory flag. When we combine humility, precision, emotional analysis, simplicity, and flexibility, we unlock the qualities of a true master of the mind. Each trait plays a unique role. Humility keeps us open to learning. Precision sharpens our focus, and emotional analysis helps us understand ourselves and others. Simplicity cuts through confusion, while flexibility allows us to adapt to any situation. Together, these elements form a powerful toolkit for navigating life's challenges with clarity and confidence. Metacognitive intelligence isn't a superpower you're simply born with. It's a skill you can build over time. By paying attention to your own thinking, you start to notice how you learn best and where you might get stuck. With practice, you can train your brain to plan, monitor, and adjust your strategies, just like a stickman learning to balance on a tightrope. The more you practice, the better you get at understanding yourself and tackling new challenges with confidence. Traditional IQ is all about solving puzzles, crunching numbers, and finding the right answers. It measures how quickly and accurately you can tackle challenges. Metacognitive IQ, on the other hand, takes a step back and asks, how well do you know your own thinking? It's like being both the player and the coach, understanding not just the game, but the person playing it. While traditional IQ focuses on the problems, metacognitive IQ shines a light on the problem solver. Imagine your mind as a map, and metacognitive IQ as the compass that helps you find your way. Metacognitive IQ is all about understanding how you think, learn, and solve problems. When you master this territory, you become better at recognizing your strengths and weaknesses and adjusting your strategies when things get tricky. It's like having a stickman with a magnifying glass, always checking in to make sure you're headed in the right direction. This self-awareness is the secret tool that helps you navigate challenges and reach your goals more effectively. In the end, the most important lesson is simple. Questioning your own thinking opens the door to greater intelligence. By being curious about your own ideas and challenging your assumptions, you set yourself up for growth and discovery. Even a stick figure can get smarter by asking, "Why do I think that?" Remember, your future self will thank you for every thoughtful question you ask today. Take a moment to think about your own beliefs. Do you find yourself regularly questioning them, or do you tend to defend them simply because they're yours? It's easy to get attached to our ideas, but sometimes a little curiosity can lead to surprising discoveries. Imagine a stick man scratching his head, pondering whether to stick with what he knows or explore something new. Challenging our beliefs can be a playful adventure, not just a serious task. The way you answer questions doesn't just reveal what you know today. It actually shapes how much you can learn in the future. By practicing metacognition, or thinking about your own thinking, you build the habit of reflecting on your understanding and strategies. This habit acts like a secret superpower, helping you spot gaps in your knowledge and find better ways to solve problems. Over time, it's not just about getting smarter, but about learning how to become even smarter tomorrow.